told her. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Soon as y'all come in the building, we are now surviving Diddy Glover's mother. This is crazy. Now you got your son snitching on everybody in the industry when you need to be, in my opinion, in a cell next door to that man. Y'all gotta smash that like button. Salute the running warrior. We in the building. Back surviving Diddy Glover's mother. Salute the Saddle 47 T2 cups in the motherfucking building. This woman, Joyce, has lost her freak off mind during survival. And I'm not going to let her sit there and threaten that girl when she was only 13 years old. This is sick. Y'all got to get them likes up immediately. I need everybody that's in the building to smash that like button. This woman needs to be checked. Her and her freak off wig needs to be checked immediately. This is crazy. Salute everybody in the building. We must blow out the freak off candles. Miss Janice. As much as I tried to be respectful and not disrespectful to this woman, pure survival, and I'm not going to be disrespectful to her, but I am going to check her because this is insane. Now you are threatening to sue this girl for exposing your son and Jay-Z's alleged secret freak off with this minor. Now, if this little girl is telling a lie, if this never happened, Miss Janice, then why would you be so outraged, threatening to sue this girl when allegedly you are the one who's been paying the father to have that girl do that interview? Pure survival. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I've done found out where the father allegedly got the money from Janice. You are the one where Diddy still has all the money. You, your grandson, that long little fucking King Combs, the long giraffe neck that looked like the Diddy Glover, your son, the little twin, pure survival, you was arguing and fighting with him over Diddy Glover's money. So you are in charge of Diddy's money. So allegedly you paid that girl's father to go up there and act like he didn't know what the fuck that girl was talking about. Pure survival, Miss Janice. How can you let your son slap you, disrespect you, choke you up, do all these alleged things to you, and then you still trying to defend this man during survival? This is crazy. You know what I'm talking about? That woman's wig needs to be locked up. I'm talking about lock her wig up. Not just lock her up, but put that wig in somebody's fucking jail during survival. I understand that you taking up for Diddy Glover. You know what I'm saying? But for you to go off on a minor, talking about she a little liar, something wrong with her. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to say the words that you said on this channel that you allegedly said about this girl, but it was awful. Talking about her being slow and things like that. Pure survival. This shit is crazy, y'all. Y'all got to get the likes up. Miss Janice is going off on this special needs girl. You know what I mean? And making fun of this girl, allegedly. Pure survival. Talking about she made the whole thing up. So now I'm starting to believe the story even more for you to be so outraged, and now you want to try to sue this girl for putting this statement out when you allegedly paid the dad to have her do that. Diddy is already talking about taking a goddamn deal because he done told on everybody. Everybody get those likes up. Miss Janice, we got to check this woman.
Embattled music mogul Sean Combs' mother is defending her son. She's calling the charges of sex trafficking and racketeering a public lynching and a pain too unbearable to put into words.
She's talking about this is a public lynching. You remember her saying this? Pure survival. How is this a public lynching? If what that little girl went through, Miss Janice, that's worse than a public lynching during survival. If that little girl had to survive this freak off son of yours and survive Jay-Z's hairstyle at once, that's worse than a goddamn public lynching. You've been letting him get away with shit ever since he was a little kid. Pure survival. Kissing him on the mouth while he's 100 and something years old. You 5,000 years old. You know what I'm saying? You would never let this boy grow up. And that's why he's a demon like this, because he gets his demon ways from you during survival. You know what I'm saying? And you sitting there threatening to sue that little girl and calling her all kinds of names that we haven't even said during survival. And you sitting there talking about, oh, she needs to show her face. Da 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 da. I bet her face looked like. Listen, allegedly Miss Janice went off on this girl and was calling her all kinds of names and everything. And she don't got no room to talk about nobody when you was backing that thing up and going to the strip club, getting buck ass naked with your fucking son, Pure Survival, and that's why he was doing this alleged shit to all these people because of you during survival. They need to lock your ass up, Miss Janice.
Embattled music mogul Sean Combs' mother is defending her son. She's calling the charges of sex trafficking and racketeering a public lynching and a pain too unbearable to put into words. Janice Combs has often been seen by his side at glamorous red carpet events. She's also seen in this video at his infamous white party in the Hamptons.
And look at her. She's sitting there defending this man, but look at her in all white with them all white freak off nails, Pure Survival, at the all white parties. Miss Janice, were you there the night that this allegedly happened? You know what I'm saying? Because allegedly you was helping organize these all-white freak-off parties, Miss Janice. Here is some freak-off proof during survival. So I would think that you would keep your mouth shut, you know what I'm saying? Because you are a senior citizen, ma'am. Pure survival. If this girl's saying that this happened to her, then we got to wait till we go to court to find out if the girl's telling the truth or not. But like I said, allegedly, you was paying the dad to have that girl come out on national TV to make herself look stupid. Now you threatening to sue her to try to make it like she's lying on your son. My son never met that girl before. Somebody need to take her back to the nut house. This is what this woman allegedly said. Somebody need to take that girl back to the nut house. Pure Bible. Why would you say that about that girl? You know what I'm saying? She's 30 something years old and she still sounds like she's a teenage girl during survival. You know what I'm saying? And they said she went through mental trauma, all types of shit that your son took you to. And look at her enjoying herself at the freak off parties. She got a goddamn nerve. And she in there trying to look young, trying to get picked up. Pure survival. You probably high as hell off that goddamn concoction. You over there looking right there trying to scalp a new freak off victim during survival. This is crazy, y'all. Y'all got to get them lights up. We are not going to let Miss Janice act like her son is innocent because the motherfucker is not during survival.
Janice Combs has often been seen by his side at glamorous red carpet events. She's also seen in this video at his infamous white party in the Hamptons. It is heartbreaking to see my son judged not for the truth, but for a narrative created out of lies, she says in a just-released statement that also asks people to give him a chance to prove his innocence. Janice admits that her son is not perfect, noting the notorious video of him assaulting his ex-girlfriend.
We know damn well your son's not perfect, Miss Janice. But if you want to defend Diddy Glover, then why don't you go sit down and do the time for him during survival? You already 5,000 and something years old. You almost in the next life, Miss Janice. Pure survival. So why don't you go sit down and do the time for this little freak-off demonic entity? Gene Deal, Diddy's ex-bodyguard, and Gene Deal's kneecaps said that he used to abuse you, put his hands on you. You should be happy that Diddy Glover is locked up, pure survival, so he can stop beating on you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just surprised that you going off on this girl, calling her all kinds of names and shit like that, pierce her Bible. Beyonce didn't even come at this girl the way that you are, Miss Janice. This makes you look more guiltier and guiltier as the time comes. You probably the one who said you look good enough to be coming to a Diddy Glover's party. You the probably the one who had who picked up the limo driver take that girl over there. That's just my opinion. Pure survival.
Janice Combs has often been seen by his side at glamorous red carpet events. She's also seen in this video at his infamous white party in the Hamptons. It is heartbreaking to see my son judged not for the truth, but for a narrative created out of lies, she says in a just-released statement that also asks people to give him a chance to prove his innocence. Janice admits that her son is not perfect, noting the notorious video of him assaulting his ex-girlfriend, Cassie, in 2016. My son may not have been entirely truthful about certain things, such as denying he has ever gotten violent with an ex-girlfriend when the hotel surveillance showed otherwise. Meanwhile, a lawyer says she has seen...
She's talking about my son may have not been truthful about that. What haven't you been not truthful, Miss Janice? You know what I'm saying? And she's talking about we need to give Diddy Glover a second chance. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he lied about putting his hands on Cassie. Pure Bible. He lied about a few things, but he's innocent. You still think that that grown ass man is fucking innocent during survival. And you sitting there talking, probably still got your son's handprint on your face during survival. How is you letting that boy slap you around and call you Susan, you know what I'm saying, and then give you some money and then shut you right up and you up here trying to defend him and then talk about that little girl like that? This is wild. Smash that like button. Salute the goddess in the building. You know what I'm saying? This shit is crazy, guys. She's trying to make it like Diddy is this innocent person. We need to give him a second chance. That little girl lying on him. You know what I'm saying? She talking about, I don't know about Jay-Z, but my son is innocent. You gonna say you don't know about Jay-Z, but your son is innocent? Wasn't they supposed to be allegedly together during survival, ma'am? So you throwing Jay-Z and Jay-Z's hair under the bus, but you trying to act like your son is just good Samaritan during survival. This is crazy, guys.
Admits that her son is not perfect, noting the notorious video of him assaulting his ex-girlfriend, Cassie, in 2016. My son may not have been entirely truthful about certain things, such as denying he has ever gotten violent with an ex-girlfriend when the hotel surveillance showed otherwise. Meanwhile, a lawyer says she has seen stills from an alleged sex tape that she says shows Sean Combs having sex with a very famous star.
And that's supposed to be allegedly Justin Bieber. Your son is so goddamn innocent, but he's supposed to have clapped Justin Bieber's cheeks during survival, ma'am. Why didn't you say anything about that? And that's why there's somebody out there suing you right now, Miss Janice. You talking about suing somebody, and somebody is suing you, saying that you was helping organize the freak-offs and your little grand fucking kids during survival. This is crazy. Let's talk about this Justin Bieber freak-off tape.
Meanwhile, a lawyer says she has seen stills from an alleged sex tape that she says shows Sean Combs having sex with a very famous star. How famous is this star in this alleged video?
I would venture to say way more famous. I think there are more people who know who that person is than who Diddy is.
How might this affect that person's career if this tape gets out?
You hear that? Who do y'all think that is? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that that's Justin Bieber. She said the person is more famous than Diddy Glover. Justin Bieber is white famous, Chinese famous, black famous. Like, he's known all over the goddamn world. But you want to call your son innocent, but he recorded Justin Bieber allegedly clapping his motherfucking cheeks on camera. So I'm not going to sit here and act like your son is innocent.
Having sex with a very famous star. How famous is this star in this alleged video?
I would venture to say way more famous. I think there are more people who know who that person is than who Diddy is.
How might this affect that person's career if this tape gets out?
Severely. I think it's the only word. If I were them, I wouldn't want this tape out. I think it would have immense impact on not only their career, but their personal lives as well.
So you already see this man that did sex tapes with people without them knowing, you know what I'm saying? And allegedly this is Justin Bieber, and it's going to destroy Justin Bieber's whole entire life because we're still going to care about him. We ain't going to look at him and judge him because Diddy clapped his cheeks on camera as an adult, because we know what happened to him as a kid during survival. You know what I mean? And it probably is Will Smith. That'd be crazy how Will just came out talking about, oh, I ain't never been at a Diddy Glover's freak off party. When you probably on this fucking tape too, Will. But they said a young boy. They said a young person. You know what I'm saying? So I know they talking about Justin Bieber. Pure survival.
There are more people who know who that person is than who Diddy is.
How might this affect that person's career if this tape gets out?
Severely. I think it's the only word. If I were them, I wouldn't want this tape out. I think it would have immense impact on not only their career, but their personal lives as well.
And she acting like her son is innocent and saying you can listen to that girl, somebody put her up to it. Yes, your son did, ma'am. And then on top of that, you know what I'm saying? Diddy got all his money and assets in your name. So you had to been the one to meet up with her dad and give the dad the money to go up there and have that girl say that. And then the dad act like he didn't know what was going on. If you go on Tissa's Tell's channel right now, she got a video up there talking about how Diddy's about to start snitching. He's ready to take a plea agreement. So this shit is all calculated. You know what I'm saying? But she's saying this girl is mentally challenged and like making fun of her. Like, I'm not even going to let nobody sit there and make fun of the girl just because. That's why it's crazy that you're that evil to try to take up for your son, but then call this girl all kinds of names during survival. You know what I'm saying?
You should always advocate for yourself and be a voice for yourself. You should never let what somebody else did ruin or run your life.
A 38-year-old mother from Alabama who has filed a lawsuit accusing Diddy Combs and Jay-Z of raping her when she was 13 years old is speaking out to NBC News for the first time. She asked us not to reveal her identity.
What made you want to come forward and talk today?
Because I think that I've been quiet long enough about what I've been through, and it's
And Miss Janice, you know more about this little girl than you're trying to portray. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this girl got paid. Somebody got money, which I believe it was her dad. Pure survival. But they had to get the money from you, Miss Janice, during survival. So for you to threaten to sue this girl and tell me, oh, she sound all slow. She need to get her story right. I don't know about Jay-Z, but somebody need to put her back into like a mental facility. Why would you say that about this girl during survival? You know what I'm saying? All the victims that your son victimized and cheeks that he done clapped during survival. And you want us to believe that your son is this innocent person and we need to give him a second chance. Press 1 if y'all want to give Diddy Glover a second chance. Press 2 if you don't want to give Diddy Glover a second chance, like her mother wants us to say. Now you got me listening to this girl's story again because I'm starting to believe it even more, Miss Janice. Pure survival. Look, nobody want to give your son a second chance. Nobody trusts him or nobody trusts you. Pure survival.
you should always advocate for yourself and be a voice for yourself. You should never let what somebody else did ruin or run your life.
A 38-year-old mother from Alabama who has filed a lawsuit accusing Diddy Combs and Jay-Z of raping her when she was 13 years old is speaking out to NBC News for the first time. She asked us not to reveal her identity.
What made you want to come forward and talk today?
Because I think that I've been quiet long enough about what I've been through, and it's been hard enough to be quiet, but it's...
And then you see her fingers. Miss Janice allegedly was making fun of her fingers. Pure survival. She talking about that girl. She need to make her nails white. Why would you say that? That she need to take her little weird fingers and make them white. This is what this woman allegedly said. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. Talking about this girl fingers.
About what I've been through, and it's been hard enough to be.
Look at this. She's talking about my son would never mess with somebody with deformed fingers during survival. This is what Miss Combs allegedly said. My son would never mess with nobody with deformed fingers. Your son will clap anybody. There's 3 men that's out there talking about your son pushed them down and then shoved his wiener inside of their buns during survival. And you want to sit there and talk about that girl fingers. You can't even see her fingers like that, Miss Janice. You know what I'm saying? You created this monster, and you must be embarrassed that all these other allegations and other things are coming out about your demonic son. Didn't you have prostitutes allegedly, pure the Bible? Wasn't you allegedly trafficking, doing all this type of shit? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the girl's story did sound kind of crazy, pure the Bible, but once I figured it all out and people started sending me motherfucking DMs letting me know the truth about it, people in Diddy's staff that Diddy allegedly had you, Miss Janice, go give the money to this girl's dad to put her out there to make her look crazy, and then so it can discredit all of the real victims during survival. Miss Janice, you and your son is trying to pay this shit off and make people look stupid. You know what I'm saying? So that nobody won't believe none of the other people. But that's why your son is about to take a goddamn deal. And I know you know about that too. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody in the building. I'm not going to let Miss Janice make fun of this girl's fingers during survival. I'm not going to let her make fun of this girl's fingers. Ain't nothing wrong with her fingertips. And you want her to get her nails painted white? Y'all got to get them likes up. We are surviving Diddy Glover's freak off mother.
Because I think that I've been quiet long enough about what I've been through, and it's been hard enough to be quiet. But it's a chapter of my life that I'd like to close.
An NBC News review of her account found inconsistencies with her allegations. She says that she went to the MTV Video Music Awards in 2000 to catch a glimpse of her favorite celebrities.
You weren't scared to be all alone?
No, with having autism is
prayers for this little girl. She has autism, and allegedly Miss Combs, freak off Combs, was making fun of her autism too during survival. This woman is hideous. Salute to my baby, the lounge in the building. Pure survival. You see what the lounge said? Smash that motherfucking like button and go to get your merch. PureSurvival.com. You know what I'm saying? But why would she make fun of this girl's, having autism and stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? But nobody's making fun of your fucking son breath smelling like doodle sandwiches during survival. And you made him this way. You are afraid of your fucking son. Pure survival. How the hell you afraid of somebody that came out of your motherfucking vagina? You know what I'm saying? And you never stood up to him. And that's why he still treats you like shit up to this day, Miss Janice. Pure Bible. And we're not going to forgive Diddy Glover for his sick motherfucking behavior, nor yours. You were at these freak-off parties, ma'am. How we know you ain't the fucking female celebrity that was in there with Jay-Z and motherfucking Diddy Glover? Pure Bible. I'm starting to think Miss Janice was the third. Remember they said it was a female celebrity? It probably was Miss Janice during survival. Or yeah, his aunt. You know what I mean?
But she went to the MTV Video Music Awards in 2000 to catch a glimpse of her favorite celebrities.
You weren't scared to be all alone?
No, with having autism is like feeling like you live your life in a shatterproof gerbil ball. The world's on fire. The fire is inside the ball with you, but there's...
And you see that? The world's on fire inside of the freak off ball during survival. The freak off ball. That girl is pretty much saying that your son and Jay-Z is the devil. That's what I got out of her saying the fire is burning in the freak off ball during survival. This is crazy. Y'all got to get them likes up. We are surviving Miss Janice Glover.
The fire is inside the ball with you, but there's no way for you to get out.
In addition to having autism, the woman says she suffered a head injury. The night of the 2000s VMAs, she says a friend drove her from Rochester, New York to Manhattan, a more than 5-hour drive. Her attorney provided NBC News with the name of the friend who has since died. The woman says she spoke to Combs' limo driver who offered her a ride to an after party.
I stumbled upon Diddy's driver, who told me that I was exactly what Diddy was looking for.
What did you think when he said that to you?
I thought it meant that I was just pretty.
She went to
And you can tell with her having the problems that she has. She said that she thought that Diddy, she just felt pretty. You know what I'm saying? With her having the ability and the things that she has with her condition, she felt like she was pretty because her son allegedly lied to that girl during survival just to do something real crazy to her. And Miss Janice, as a matter of fact, you saying that this girl is lying on your son, right? Did anybody notice at the same VMAs award show, Diddy Glover and Ashton Kutcher took this 13-year-old girl. Look, Ashton picked her up and gave her to Diddy Glover. Did y'all see that? This the same night.
Hey! Oh my gosh, this is so
So good, you're doing so good.
I just want to say, everyone will suffer.
The little girl, 13-year-old girl right here that was at the VMAs, why did she get in the microphone and say, everyone must suffer? Where did she come up with that? Pure survival. So if Miss Janice, if your son is innocent, why is this little 13-year-old girl right here got Ashton Kutcher, picked her up and threw her in Diddy Glover's freak off arms, and he caught her like a football during survival. He caught her like a football. And then listen to what Diddy, your son, asked this little 13-year-old girl right here the same night of the VMAs. Pure survival. Did y'all hear what he just said? Anybody just hear what he just asked this 13-year-old girl? Diddy Glover just said to her, you coming to the after party tonight? Why would Diddy Glover be asking this 13-year-old girl, is she coming to the after party tonight? Please, somebody put in the chat, why did Diddy just ask this 13-year-old girl, she coming to the after party tonight? It sounds like Miss Janice, he was looking for a 13-year-old, and just in my opinion, pure survival, all that night. Listen to what he say, y'all. He asked this girl, is she coming to the after party?
Everyone will suffer.
Did y'all hear that? I gotta make sure that y'all heard that. He asked the girl, is she coming to the after party tonight? We got almost 2,000 people. Y'all gotta smash that like button. Why did Diddy ask that girl, is she coming to the after party? Press 1 if y'all heard him just say that. And the little girl, he laughing, and the little girl shook her head and said yes. Okay, y'all did hear that. He said, you coming to the after party tonight? And the little girl said yes. So she had no idea that she was going to a freak-off dungeon. This is wild right here, pure survival. And he did this on national TV. But years ago, we didn't know that this was going on. So this was normal. They never paid it no mind, pure survival. But now when you look at this shit, this is very inappropriate. The lounge, sweetheart, did you just hear that? Like, I'm stunned that he said that. He asked that little girl, is she coming to the after party tonight? Where is the comedy at in that? How is that even funny? It's nothing funny about it. He burst out laughing.
Everyone will suffer.
And then he took the freak off drink and sipped it. Got in the girl's face and said, you coming to the after party tonight? Look at him, all excited, like, oh, I'm gonna get this 13-year-old girl tonight. Oh my God, this is crazy and this is wild. I've never seen before, so it's shocking me, guys. Salute to the 1,900 people in the building. Did he just ask this 13-year-old girl? We got to hear it one more time. Is she coming to the after party tonight? He talking to her like she a grown ass motherfucking woman, Miss Janice. And you think I'm not supposed to believe it's a possibility during survival that your son did this? And then the motherfucker is sitting there talking about he about ready to take a plea agreement. I told y'all that Diddy was telling on everybody. I'm the one who told y'all. You know what I'm saying? Just remember that. If you go on Tisa Tell's channel, she just did a video talking about Diddy's lawyers is saying that he's ready to make a plea agreement. Do you know what that means? That means that he already got and told on the people that he's told on. The motherfucking, all the celebrities that I was telling y'all, they all about to start going to jail too. Diddy ready to make that motherfucking deal. But his mom needs to shut up because she need to go to jail too. Pure survival.
Everyone will suffer. Remember we're in
Who asks a girl, a 13-year-old, is you going to the after party tonight and bursts out laughing like that? And then Miss Janice is sitting there talking about oh, y'all need to give my son a break. Oh, this is a public lynching. How is this a public lynching when your son's been publicly lynching, well, not publicly, behind the scenes, lynching people's butt cheeks? He's been lynching people's butt cheeks behind the scenes, Bible.
Battled music mogul Sean Combs' mother is defending her son. She's calling the charges of sex trafficking and racketeering a public lynching and a pain too unbearable to put into words.
She said that it's a public lynching, a pain too bearable to say with words. Don't you think if somebody just shove a dildo in your tasty cakes, pure Bible, and you don't go that way, that's painful, Miss Janice? Don't you think if these young girls allegedly telling the truth, pure Bible, you don't think it was painful for Diddy Glover to stick his little wiener inside of these little girls, allegedly? You don't think that was painful, but it's painful because you talking about he having a public lynching. Parents, our Bible. That man is 600 and some years old. You 700 and something. You never wanted to let that boy grow the fuck up. Pure Bible. You are afraid of your own son. But one thing about this, Miss Janice, we're not scared of your son. Pure Bible. You're scared of your son. That grown ass dinosaur, freak off motherfucking vampire, but we're not afraid of him during survival. No, 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 no.
Embattled music mogul Sean Combs' mother is defending her son. She's calling the charges of sex trafficking and racketeering a public lynching and a pain too unbearable to put into words. Janice Combs has often been seen by his side at glamorous red carpet events. She's also seen in this video at his infamous white party in the Hamptons.
And look at that. Do y'all see that? She's often seen at the white parties, at the freak off parties in the Hamptons. And somebody tell me Miss Janice don't look like she's scalping for new victims during survival. Look at her. You see all these little freak off mermaids dressed in white, pure survival. You know what I'm talking about? The male sex workers. There's the male sex workers. And then look at her. You know what I'm saying? Right there in the middle of the freak off, Miss Janice. So there's no way that you could pretend that you didn't know what was going on during survival. Gene Dill and Gene Dill's kneecaps said that you was a part of this shit. Diddy Glover's ex-bodyguard said that you was at the freak off, Miss Janice. So I'm telling you right now, allegedly, this woman is threatening to sue this girl. And my whole thing is, I believe you and your son set this up for that girl to go on the news to look crazy so Diddy Glover can get the best motherfucking freak off deal during survival. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. I thought the girl's story sound motherfucking bizarre, but she has mental problems. You know what I'm saying? And then she was 13 years old, Miss Janice, survival. So she's not gonna remember everything the way it happened. But one thing I can tell you right now, freak off mom, is that she ain't gonna never forget what Diddy Glover looks like. That animal. You know what I'm saying? And look, she right there at the freak off parties trying to act like your son is innocent. Pure survival.
Janice Combs has often been seen by his side at glamorous red carpet events. She's also seen in this video at his infamous white party in the Hamptons. It is heartbreaking to see my son judged not for the truth, but for a narrative created out of lies, she says in a just-released statement that also asks people to give him a chance to prove his innocence.
So this is a narrative created by all lies. So everybody is lying, Miss Janice. Pure survival. Everybody is lying. So you know the problem? If you would have whooped Diddy Glover's ass when he was a kid, pure survival, then he wouldn't have been whooping your ass when he got older during survival. That's what happened, Miss Janice. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't let that boy be a motherfucking man. He's half man, half woman. That's why he was beating up on you, and that's why it's no surprise that he's putting his hands on these other women during survival, because he got it from you. And everybody feels this way, Miss Janice. And motherfuckers is saying that that's not even your fucking son. Everybody's saying that this is your little freak off nephew. So I'm gonna talk to you whether you his mom or you his motherfucking auntie. Pure survival. But it's something very dysfunctional about you, and that's why that man is dysfunctional, and we don't feel bad for him, Miss Janice.
Glamorous red carpet events. She's also seen in this video at his infamous white party in the Hamptons. It is heartbreaking to see my son judged not for the truth, but for a narrative created out of lies, she says in a just-released statement that also asks people to give him a chance to prove his innocence. Janice admits that her son is not perfect, noting the notorious video.
We gave him a chance to prove his innocence, Miss Janice. You want him to prove his innocence? Was he proving his innocence when he had his freak off Christmas socks on? Pure survival. When he was stomping Cassie with them freak off Christmas socks on? When he was dashing through the snow on a freak off open sleigh? With his trying to hold up his little freak off towel, pure survival, and he had the freak off steroids? Is this where you telling us to give him time to prove his innocence? When there's a girl that's just laid the fuck out, pure survival, that was trying to run. She was trying to be freed. And this is what your son did. Anybody tried to get away and survive his heinous acts, Miss motherfucking Janice, pure survival. This is what he probably used to do to you. This is what he probably used to do to you, Miss Janice. Pure survival. Do you remember the days you was laid out on the ground in your motherfucking wig, and your wig was laying on there? Your wig was fighting for its motherfucking life, Miss Janice. Pure survival. When your son used to beat and stomp you like that. Do you remember? You know what I'm talking about? And you're going to sit there and try to get us to forgive him during survival. There's no motherfucking way. You're going to prove to me that this motherfucker is innocent. Y'all got to get them lights up. We are surviving Diddy Glover's freak-off mother.
It also asks people to give him a chance to prove his innocence. Janice admits that her son is not perfect, noting the notorious video of him assaulting his ex-girlfriend, Cassie, in 2016. My son may not have been entirely truthful about certain things, such as denying he has ever gotten violent with an ex-girlfriend when the hotel surveillance showed otherwise. Meanwhile, a lawyer says she has seen stills from an alleged sex tape that she says shows Sean Combs having sex with a very famous star. How famous is this star in this alleged video?
I would venture to say way more famous. I think there are more people who know who that person is than who Diddy is.
And that's the Justin Bieber. That's just innocent son. Clapping these people cheeks. You know what I'm saying? Clapping their cheeks up like that. And you want to call him innocent and say that we picking on him. But you know what? We need to go into the looks of Miss Janice's inappropriate relationship with her son, her boyfriend, or whatever the hell Diddy Glover was with you. Both of y'all motherfuckers was taking that, y'all remember, what's that shit where they had to hydrate? Me and my mom hydrating. Because y'all motherfuckers was on that freak off shit. This is the relationship, this inappropriate relationship you had with this grown-ass motherfucker freak-off demon.
Not Diddy's mother getting implicated in Diddy's legal drama. The streets are saying that not only was Mama Combs allegedly involved in her son's freak-offs, but she allegedly led the freak-offs herself. Child, it looks like the entire family was insanely freaky, but the mother being involved in this is some next level stuff. If y'all are wondering how this tea even got spilled in the first place, well, word on the streets is that we have Kim Porter's family.
And you hear that, Miss Janice? You was allegedly involved in these freak offs. Is this why you defending your motherfucking son during survival? If that 13-year-old girl was lying, then let it be figured out in court. Why would you jump in and talk about you going to sue this girl and then calling her names and talk about her fingertips? Pure survival. This is crazy.
Y'all, not Diddy's mother getting implicated in Diddy's legal drama. The streets are saying that not only was Mama Combs allegedly involved in her son's freak-offs, but she allegedly led the freak-offs herself. Child, it looks like the entire family was insanely freaky, but the mother being involved in this is some next level stuff. If y'all are wondering how this tea even got spilled in the first place, well, word on the streets is that we have Kim Porter's family to thank for that because they allegedly handed over evidence to the feds about this. Child, it looks like
And that's what Kim Porter's family was saying. Her family, Kim Porter family, said that you was a part of these freak offs, Miss Janice. Kim Porter's family said this. You know what I'm saying? So you know that they knew it was some weird shit going on with you and Diddy motherfucking Glover. You know what I'm saying? They knew it. Y'all got to get them likes up. Smash that like button. This is wild.
Mama Combs is about to get some matching prison jumpsuits with her son because Kim Porter's family wants justice for her and they don't care who goes down with her. So, did Janice Combs introduce her son to freak-offs or is she another one of his victims? Let's break it down. Okay, so we have known for a hot minute now that Kim Porter's family has always contested the official ruling of her death. You know, the pneumonia ruling. It's hard to blame them because it doesn't make a lot of sense. For one, this first coroner who performed the autopsy noted that there were some toxins in her system. Well, the next thing we knew, the coroner was fired and was replaced by another coroner.
And to me, matter of fact, was she involved in the freak offs? To me, I think that the stuff that was in Kim Porter's system was that same stuff that Diddy and them was allegedly, putting in people's drinks. I think it was that shit. You know what I mean? I definitely think, and that's just my opinion, that Diddy Glover had something to do with that. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. I'm never going to think that shit son didn't have nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to smash that like button. This shit is wild. This is wild. This is wild. This is wild. And this is wild. Love you too. And that's the problem. She was still kissing this man on the lips at 100 and something years old, going to strip clubs, backing it up, Miss Janice. I love bringing these receipts out. Pure survival. When you was kissing your son under the freak off mistletoe, how appropriate is that? You sticking that freak off tongue inside of your son's mouth, and his breath smell like ding-a-ling-a-ling, school bell rings. This shit is wild. Love you too.
Bruh, Kirk Burroughs, the president at the time, a bad boy, told me that he smacked his mother.
All right, let's cut straight.
And you heard that? Gene Dill's kneecaps said that Diddy used to slap you, and we already found this out.
Is being sued, and the streets are buzzing with claims that she's not just his ride or die, but the mastermind behind his alleged criminal empire. Whispers of stolen publishing rights, shady financial deals, and a mother-son bond that's raising eyebrows have thrown her into the spotlight.
Look at that. The same freak off tongue. Let's get that freak off tongue.
Criminal empire. Thrown her into...
Look at that. Miss Janice, you want to talk about suing somebody, you need to sue your motherfucking tongue. Pure survival. This is why your son always got his nasty tongue out trying to lick somebody in the tasty cakes. Because of you, Miss Janice. Pure survival. When you was out partying and turning up, you know what I'm saying? Got your wig standing up. You trying to get you a little young tenderoni to clap your cheeks. This is what you talking about, Miss Janice? This is wow during survival. This is wow.
to the spotlight. And let's not forget her recent courtroom stunt. Dressed like she was hitting a red carpet while victims were left in shambles. Word is that she enabled Diddy's worst behavior, shielding him from the consequences and creating the chaos we see today, and the disturbing downfall of his son. If you're wondering whether Janice is the real puppet master behind it all, well, buckle up, because we're about to find out.
You're talking about he want receipts. Let's start with your mother. Your mother got the receipts. Everything is in your mother's name.
If you thought Diddy was
Now, you remember when May said that everything was in his mother's name? The same little girl that you talking about, pure survival, somebody paid her dad to lie and say that he don't remember what his daughter was talking about, so she can look bad to mess up for the other real victims. Ma'am, you have the money. You have Diddy Glover's money. He got everything in your motherfucking name. So you the one, to me, allegedly paid her father to do that. So that's the shit you doing. So how is you threatening to sue them? Y'all pay them the money and then try to sue them to get the money back? This is wild. Beyonce's not even trying to sue this girl. And you know, Jay-Z's hair is not even trying to sue the girl. You know what I mean? You just got a nerve. Smash that like button.
the only chaotic force in his family, you're in for a shock. His mom, Janice Combs, isn't just in the picture. Allegedly, she could be the reason his chaos even exists in the first place.
You heard about how Diddy mom came out defending him? She made a comment saying that Diddy is not a monster.
And yeah, he not a monster. She is. But I don't want to go there. But she is. She's the fucking monster.
Let's start with...
Did you hear what Freddie P just said? Making of the band, Miss Motherfucking Glover. Making of the band, Freddie P and Freddie P's Twisties just said Diddy's not the monster. Defend him because you know that you the real motherfucking Don Dada, Miss Motherfucking Joyce, Miss Glover, pure survival.
His mom, Janice Combs, isn't just in the picture. Allegedly, she could be the reason his chaos even exists in the first place.
You heard about how Diddy mom came out defending him? She made a comment saying that Diddy is not a monster.
And yeah, he not a monster. She is. But I don't want to go there. But she is. She's the fucking monster.
Let's start with where it all began.
Wow, he said she's the effing monster. Salute to Teresa Bullock. Just hit that super chat. This is pure survival, Teresa. I don't understand Diddy Glover's mother. She's sitting there trying to make this man sound innocent when she was a part of this type of shit.
Now, single motherhood is no joke, and Janice stepped up in ways most people wouldn't dare. She took on multiple jobs to provide for Diddy, and on the surface, it sounds like your classic mom sacrifices everything for her kids story, but y'all, things get really dark when you dig a little deeper, and as you're about to find out, this is where Diddy's character was built. You see, rumors have swirled for years that Janice wasn't just clocking in at ordinary jobs. Allegedly, she was involved in less than traditional.
Look at this shit. This is what Diddy Glover's aunt or mother or whatever, this is the type of work that she was doing. What a coincidence that he allegedly started getting sex workers, doing all this super extra nasty freaky shit. You know what I'm saying? Why was Diddy Glover so goddamn nasty during survival? It's one thing to have sex, but Diddy Glover, his sexual drive was somewhere motherfucking else. He wanted to sit there and hold a camera and hold his dingling at the same time while somebody else, a gang of men, is clapping his woman's cheeks. This is what your son liked to do, Miss Janice. And this is the shit that you was into. You know what I'm saying? So it's not far-fetched during survival. You know what I'm saying? And when Diddy used to watch people clap Cassie's cheeks, he used to sit on the side where he could see the men's tasty cakes, where he could see the men's butt. He didn't look at the side where Cassie was getting hit from behind, but he looking at her face. No, he's looking in the back of the man's cheeks. This is wild, Miss Janice, and you is the blame during survival. This shit is wild.
You see, rumors have swirled for years that Janice wasn't just clocking in at ordinary jobs. Allegedly, she was involved in less than traditional work to make ends meet. And by that, I mean she's rumored to have been a S worker. Now, I'm not here to shame anyone's hustle.
Wow, so Diddy Glover's freak-off mother was an S worker. She was a motherfucking S worker. So you got room to threaten to sue this girl when you were an alleged S worker, Miss Janice, and then your son mysteriously hired and allegedly hired S workers. Come on now. And your son innocent?
But it is what allegedly happened behind closed doors that has people raising eyebrows. Some sources claim Janice brought her work home, and guys, Diddy was right there in the mix. Imagine growing up in an environment where things that should have been private were out in the open. And here's where it gets even wilder. Some people believe that Diddy wasn't just a passive observer. Theories suggest that Janice might have forced him to watch her sessions.
Wow. Do you hear this, Miss Janice? This is why I love to bring these receipts up. So allegedly, she was forcing Diddy Glover to watch her get her cheeks clapped. Now, you know why this is believable, Miss Janice? Because your son got older and he enjoyed watching his partner get her cheeks clapped or his boyfriend getting his cheeks clapped. Same type of shit that you allegedly had that boy watching when he was young. Pure survival.
That's even wilder. Some people believe that Diddy wasn't just a passive observer. Theories suggest that Janice might have forced him to watch her sessions. If that's true, that's not just messy, it's downright disturbing. You can't help but wonder how much of Diddy's current behavior, his infamous freak-offs, his obsession with control, stems from witnessing all this as a kid. Fast forward to Diddy's adult life, and you'll notice some unsettling patterns. Remember Cassie's lawsuit where she exposed Diddy's freak-off sessions? She claimed he had an obsession with women wearing white nails during these events. Well, guess what? Diddy's mom...
And y'all remember this shit. The obsession with Diddy Glover, like Cassie said, with the white fingernails. Miss Janice, this is why I feel like you was a part of this. Look at your fingernails. Your son was making motherfucking men and women get their nails painted white. Like it was a freak off ritual during survival. This was a freak off ritual. So for you to try to take up for him, and then allegedly I heard that Diddy was thinking about snitching on you or snitching on you. You know what I'm talking about? And you want to try to take up for him right now? Y'all got some weird, creepy shit going on, Miss Janice. Pure survival. But it's all going to come out in the motherfucking end. And I think you're going to end up, you or your wig is going to end up in cuffs. You or your wig during survival. I'm telling you, I think her wig going to get locked up.
Exposed Diddy's freak-off sessions, she claimed he had an obsession with women wearing white nails during these events. Well, guess what? Diddy's mom had a thing for white nails as well. She even showed up at the BET Awards rocking, you guessed it, white nails. Could be a coincidence.
And look at her little freak-off outfit right there. Pure survival. I've told y'all this before. This woman is 5,000 and something years old. Pure survival. And look at her. She's damn near buck-ass naked. She's naked right there, trying to pick up young boys at the BET Awards, Pure Survival. 5,000 and something years old, trying to look like you young during survival. Miss Janice, you didn't want to grow up, nor did your motherfucking son. And you want us to think that he's innocent. Pure survival. Put your goddamn titties away. Put them tits away, Miss Janice. You know what I'm saying? You can tell, oh my God. And I bet you right now, if she didn't have whatever shit she got done to them titties, Pure Survival, them titties probably sag all the way down to her motherfucking ankles. Pure Survival. She could probably throw them titties over her motherfucking shoulders. Do your tits hang low? Do they wobble to the floor? Do they shine so bright? Can you drag them to the floor? Can you throw them over your shoulders? You can probably throw them tits over your shoulders, Miss Janice. And you trying to take up for your son. You and them freak off white nails. Pure survival. This shit is crazy.
Well, guess what? Diddy's mom had a thing for white nails as well. She even showed up at the BET Awards rocking, you guessed it, white nails. Could be a coincidence or not, but it definitely had people side-eyeing the whole situation.
His ex-partner, Kim Porter, rest in peace, may God bless her soul.
Yes.
She has brought a book, a tell-all book, has come out now. And in the tell-all book, she talks about white nails, having white nail polish on your nails, okay? Which basically he wanted her to have all the time, to have white nail polish on
his
on the fingernails.
Yeah.
Like, he liked all these girls to have the white nail polish.
Okay, so, as a color. Okay.
As a color, yeah, so that you could see what the hands were doing more. Because the white nail polish.
Wow, hold up. I never looked at that. She said that Diddy Glover and his freak off mother they had Diddy liked people to have white nails so you could see what the hands are doing. So I guess if it's in the dark, in the pitch dark, and they're having a freak off, that you can see the white nails glow up or whatever. Like, it's some sick ritual. Like, that's why he liked the white nails. And that's some shit his mom taught him. Pure survival. Pay attention to that. I didn't know in the dark white nails glow up. Did y'all know that? Put a one in the motherfucking chat if y'all knew that that's what the white nails was for. Pure Bible. Smash that like button. That's crazy.
On the fingernails.
Yeah.
Like, he liked all these girls to have the white nail polish.
Okay,
So,
it's a color. Okay.
And it's a color, yeah. So that you could see what the hands were doing more. Because the white nail polish shows, yes, it stands out. So when you're doing things and touching things,
that is hilarious.
It's gonna show more. Okay? 'Cause where it's crazy is there's a video of him and his mother. They're really like talking about sexual stuff together. Him and his mum. His mum was like, "Oh yeah, we're just here relaxing," and she showed her nails, and the way that they were openly like he wasn't alive. So they were openly talking sexually to one another.
Yeah.
And y'all remember that, like she said, Didi Glover and his freak off mother was openly talking sexual on a live stream. Did y'all see the live stream for the people? I know the people who come, my regular people, Pure Bible, seen it, but the new people, Diddy Glover would have sexual live streams with his mom talking very freaky and perverted, and she was talking perverted right along with him. Pure survival. So that's how you know that she was involved in this shit. So she has no room to be talking about suing somebody. You know what I'm saying? When you was down with all this freaky deaky shit with your goddamn son.
On the fingernails.
Yeah.
Like, he liked all these girls
to have
the white nail polish.
Okay, it's a color. Okay.
And it's a color, yeah. So that you can see what the hands were doing more. Because the white nail polish shows, yes, it stands out. So when you're doing things and touching things,
that is hilarious.
It's gonna show more. Okay? 'Cause where it's crazy is there's a video of him and his mother. They're really like talking about sexual stuff together. Him and his mum. His mum was like, "Oh yeah, we're just here relaxing," and she showed her nails, and the way that they were openly like he wasn't alive. So they were openly talking sexually to one another.
Yo.
With your child, and how you can put your hands flat on the floor, which means you're backing it up.
Let's talk about their mothers.
And you tell me that right there, that you sitting there. Now, I've seen two females, like a mother and a daughter, talk like kind of freaky to each other before, pure survival. But the son talking freaky with the mom and the mom talking freaky with the son, that's a very sick thing. I don't know how, you know what I mean, what type of bond that is, but that's some old other shit right there. Pure survival. That's some old other shit.
Son dynamic, because honestly, it is not giving healthy. Diddy and Janice have always been unusually close, and not in the wholesome family bond kind of way. From kissing on the lips to sharing way too much personal information, their relationship has raised eyebrows for years. Diddy even once joked about doing a dating show for his mom, calling her picky when it comes to men. Like, sir, why are you so invested in your mom's love life? The boundaries just don't seem to exist between these two, and it is all kinds of unsettling.
I'm single, yeah, for real. We might have a good time.
And then there's the strip club situation. Diddy has openly bragged about taking his mom to strip clubs, calling her his dog and saying she knows how to have a good time. Now, I get it. Some people have a more laid-back approach to parenting, but this is next level bizarre.
Definitely next level and bizarre. The man is proud that his mom can bend down and get her cheeks clapped and walls you know what I'm saying, erupted inside of the freak off dungeons and when they go out to strip clubs together and all that type of shit like that. I don't even know how your wiener can get hard while you sit next to your mom. Pure survival. That should make you get soft instantly. Pure survival.
It's in the house playing, outside moving and shaking, baby. She calling me the strip club. I don't care. Real. It's my dog, you know, I want to live life.
What kind of mother-son bonding happens over lap dances and bottle service? And to think that Diddy is so proud of it, he even once mentioned that Janice still has moves, saying she can touch her palms flat to the ground. In case you...
And did you just see that right there? This is his mom and him at a freak off dungeon, and she's literally on the ground bending over.
Lap dances and bottle service. And to think that Diddy is so proud of it, he even once mentioned that Janice still has moves, saying she can touch her
Look at
palms
this.
flat.
Look, this is Diddy Glover and his mother right here. Pure survival. Do you know how many men that's in that motherfucker that's probably was like, damn, I'm gonna clap her cheeks tonight? Like if she bending over like this and Diddy's telling to her, like he parading her around like she's like a toy or some shit, like a freak off remote control car. Like, look down at my remote control car. Look how fast this motherfucker go. He's showing her off. Like, look how my mom can bend over and go upside down during survival. So it's a bunch of motherfuckers sitting in there, ding-a-ling's hard than a motherfucker. Like, I'm going to smash Diddy Glover's freak off mother tonight. So you know she was with the freaky shit. You know what I'm saying? But he shouldn't have been proud of it. She could have been freaky all she wanted to be. But why would he give a damn? Why would he wanted to be a part of it? Because they was two freak off ringleaders. They was two freak off ringleaders during survival.
Lap dances and bottle service. And to think that Diddy is so proud of it, he even once mentioned that Janice still has moves, saying she can touch her palms flat to the ground. In case you didn't know, that move is usually part of exotic or pole dancing routines meant to show off flexibility and strength, but imagining Diddy's mom doing that right in front of him? Yeah.
Look at that. So she was a stripper. She had to been a motherfucking stripper. Look at the smile on his face as he looking down. He's looking like he hit that before. Like real rap. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that Diddy Glover hit that before. Cause that's a look that you looking, you like, damn, that motherfucker good, did a motherfucker. Like that you hit it before. Don't it look like he had to smash her before? This is why I don't think that is his mom. Look, everybody putting a 1 in the chat, Diddy Glover. This look like one of your motherfucking sex workers, and you know how good she is in the bed, pure survival, and you're passing her around. You know what I'm saying? Because he, look, this is shit he did to her, and he used to slap her around. Was she one of Diddy Glover's victims too? Like, is it safe to say, or maybe she just is bad? I don't, because this is crazy. Pure survival. And then watch how excited he get when she come up off the ground. Watch how excited he get.
The whole thing feels so awkward and downright mind-boggling.
Did you see the motherfucker? He was clapping like, I told you she nasty. I told you she's disgusting.
Ability and strength, but imagining Diddy's mom doing that right in front of him? Yeah. The whole thing feels so awkward and downright mind-boggling.
Did y'all see that right there? That is wow. He act like they just won the motherfucking Super Bowl. Is as proud as he was of her for doing that. Pure survival. He probably was telling all his friends, look, I guarantee you, go get your mom. Go get your mom. I bet you your mom can't back it up like my mom can back it up. Pure survival. You know what I'm talking about? We can put $1 million down. My mom can get ran through by a dozen penises and get back up and do a backflip. Pure survival. That's the type of bragging this man was doing about his mom. This is crazy. And she wants us to defend him and then threatening to sue this girl. Pure survival. Miss Janice need to go sit down and put that wig, retire that wig. Don't come back to court with that wig on. Pure survival. You need to put on a whole ninja outfit where it covered her face and everything. Pure survival. You need to come in like you know karate the next time you come to Diddy Glover's freak off hearings. I'm telling you right now. Pure survival.
Ability and strength, but imagining Diddy's mom doing that right in front of him? Yeah. The whole thing feels so awkward and downright mind-boggling.
We out here moving and grooving. My mom told me, she just said, keep moving, baby.
That's right.
Keep moving.
Don't stop.
She could touch the floor with her palms. You know.
And you see that? That's how I know they down together. He said she could touch the palm. She could touch the floor with her palm. And she's so motherfucking freaky and horny. She said facts. She said facts on some tell him, son. Tell him how I get down. You think that it's dusty. This motherfucking coochie is ready to go. Real. Diddy love his mother feel like her kitty cat still got that. Real. Come get it. Real. You know what I'm saying? She said her pussy got that round still left in it.
That's right.
Keep moving.
Look at that. She can touch the
Or
ground.
pole dancing routines meant to show off flexibility and strength, but imagining Diddy's mom doing that right in front of him? Yeah, the whole thing feels so awkward and downright mind-boggling.
We out here moving and grooving. My mom told me, she just said, keep moving, baby.
That's right.
Keep moving.
Don't stop.
She could touch the floor with her palms. You know, flat. Pew, pew, pew.
One of the most eyebrow-raising moments between Diddy and Janice was when they were spotted smoking together at his mansion. Like, I get that people have different ways of bonding, but this just feels off. The whole vibe is giving party buddy instead of mother and son. It's moments like these that make you question.
This is crazy. And I don't know, man. I'm just really starting to believe that they were in a relationship. I know people said that this is his aunt and all different shit like that because they be kissing and doing like shit like this every 5 minutes. And he's 600 and something years old. Pure Bible. And she's 5,000 years old. You know what I'm saying? How you know he don't got no coochie or no penis on his breath? Pure Bible. You know what I'm saying? But you know she definitely probably had some young penis on her breath during survival. You know what I'm saying? This is wild. So I just think she just need to shut her motherfucking mouth. Pure survival. Let your son pay the consequences that he allegedly done. This is why if your son ain't guilty, why is he about ready to take a plea agreement? Why is Diddy about to take a plea agreement? Because he know all the evidence that they have on him from the freak off dungeon, Pure Bible, and all the motherfucking celebrities that he know that was involved with him, that all he got to do is tell on them. And Miss Janice, he gonna fucking tell on you too. So I don't know why you keep talking, because they gonna end up indicting your ass too. You in that motherfucking wig. Pure Bible. That wig is going to get a 10 to 20. I'm trying to tell you. Pure Bible. They gonna lock Miss Janice up.
It's moments like these that make you question where the line is in their relationship and if there even is one.
Hi.
She's getting a drip with me. She's hydrating. What's up, Mom?
Good, baby. How are you? I love you. Love you too.
Absolutely
not. I say, Mom, I'm sorry. You was at the freak off with me last night. I don't know if you got penis on your breath. Pure Bible. You know damn well you better kiss me on the goddamn cheek. You was at the same freak off I was at. What the hell do I look like kissing you in your motherfucking mouth? Pure Bible. And I'm old as hell. God damn it. This is why he abused you and put his hands on you. Because you just treated him like he's a fucking baby. Diddy, Mom, and Clive Davis is who molded Diddy. Exactly. He got all his ways from her. So she wanted him to become this, to me, pure survival. Because all of the same way he treated his mom, taking her to strip clubs, bragging about her getting nasty and shit, he treated his girls like that and his boys like that. You know what I'm saying? And he shared everybody. And I believe he shared his mom too. Pure Bible. I bet you she on them freak off tapes, getting her cheeks clapped.
And if there even is one.
Hi.
She's getting a drip with me. She's hydrating. What's up, Mom?
Good, baby. How are you? I love you.
Love you too. Freshly dipped though.
We've barely just scratched the barrel, guys, because this next part will leave you beyond mad. Now, let's talk about Janice's role in covering up Diddy's alleged crimes. Over the years, she's stayed suspiciously quiet, even as the accusations against him piled up. And according to rapper Mace, there's a reason for that. Mace has claimed that Janice holds all the receipts. He alleges that Diddy has hidden most of his assets under her name. Think about it. Why would a billionaire mogul put everything he owns under his mom's control?
Exactly. That's how you know how illegal this man was. Why would you first of all, I want everything in my motherfucking name, pure survival. Y'all want to take whatever taxes y'all take, whatever the case may be, I want ownership of my own shit, pure survival. Why did he want everything in her name? Because she was the motherfucking culprit of that whole thing, pure survival. He been doing illegal shit a long time. The man ain't got nothing in his name. He graduated college, these things that's supposed to be successful. Why wouldn't you want to own shit? Motherfucker ain't even have a cell phone in his name. Pills our Bible. So you know he was doing some freaky shit. And this is why she has the money. And her and them freak off kids, the freak off sons, Spells of Bible, is fighting with her right now over Diddy Glover's freak off money. Possible. Because he know that they breaking that shit down. She probably got a young boy. She probably bought a young boy a PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? She probably got some young boys in and out of that motherfucking mansion, clapping her cheeks right now as we speak. Pills of Bible. You think because his freak off stopped, that his mom freak off stopped? Absolutely not. Pure survival. She probably getting oiled and greased as I'm talking right now. You know what I'm saying? And he want to get back out to that shit. And them drugs he on. Pure survival.
He alleges that Diddy has hidden most of his assets under her name. Think about it. Why would a billionaire mogul put everything he owns under his mom's control? It's giving, I know the feds are watching.
Yo, I did this. He want receipts. Let's start with your mother. Your mother got the receipts. Everything is in your mother's name. That's the one who got the receipts. You need more proof? Biggie ain't here, so Big can't give you no receipts. He dead. Craig Mack can't give you receipts. He dead. What are you talking about? Who else? Black Rob can't give you receipts. He dead. And everybody else, you made sign paperwork so they can't talk about what I'm talking about. I'm getting good money. Remember that. Remember that.
Yup, Mace wasn't lying. All money ain't good money. And this is when Mace came back from church. You know what I mean? And said, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. He came back with a vengeance. Mace came back strong, telling the truth. His mom is in charge of all this stuff like that. That's why the people that's suing her right now, saying she was orchestrating the freak-offs, pure survival, I believe every bit of that. I just don't understand why Miss Janice feels as though she can come out and try to speak right now. You know what I'm saying? When this case is still ongoing, ma'am. You're not the fuck in the green. You're not in the clear, Miss Freak-Off Glover. Pure survival.
Another thing, fans believe Diddy knows his mom would never betray him. She's his ultimate ride or die, the person who will always protect him no matter how messy things get. But that loyalty comes at a cost, even if it includes stepping on other people's necks, and word is that they've stepped on several. Janice doesn't just stay quiet, she actively defends Diddy. Like the time when Mace dropped that diss track dragging Diddy for filth and Janice wasn't having it. She popped up on IG Live to defend her son, warning Mace to back off.
Buster, I'm talking about everybody that's on the, my mom said Mace.
Look, and that's how much of an instigator she is. Diddy was trying to say something good about Mace. She was in the background like, Mace? Da-da-da-da, because she didn't like the fact that Mace told everybody that the money and everything was in her name. She didn't like that because Mace exposed the real fucking truth. Mace and Gene Dill's kneecaps.
Still love Mace. It's always gonna be love.
See, and this man has power to mess with the internet, all types of shit. This is shit Diddy Glover can do from jail.
It's always gonna be love.
Look, the man is fucking with the internet. Diddy Glover is messing with the internet right now as we speak. This shit is wild. The man is messing with the internet. My apologies, guys. Like the internet is messing up, and I think that it's Diddy Glover or his freak off mom. They probably sitting there hitting the YouTube system up, But she ain't got no room to be talking about this little girl like that. That's just how I feel. You don't have no room, Miss Janice, to try to act like your son is this innocent Samaritan. I don't think so. The internet is messing up. The Wi-Fi is messing up, guys.